Hello, and welcome to another episode of New World Comics Podcast. I'm Buck Berlin, owner-operator of this fine establishment, but not operator of the podcast, because that's Drew, because, well, I don't know how to use all these wires and metal things. They just, well, they confuse me. And
what is a camera for?
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, it's like a butt for. Anyway, joining with me this week is Josh Flowers.
Hi there, ho there.
Yeah, we are going to be nonsensical and stuff, and
so the usual.
Yeah, the usual. Now that we're back after umpteenth many weeks,
you just had to go to Disneyland,
and then I had to go to another con, and then I got sick, and then stuff happened.
Yes,
yeah. So hopefully this isn't an every 2 weeks thing now, but we should be more regular. Now that we're on the spinach-based diet, I got nothing.
Oh, are you trying that thing?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Work for Popeye.
Yeah. So, this podcast, I think we're going to talk about some of the crazy news and some of the happenings going on in the comic book world.
There's crazy news?
There's crazy news.
In the comic world?
Yeah, you know Dan DiDio from DC?
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, he got the boot.
The boot?
Yeah. Yeah, but not a boot. He's not Canadian. Yeah. No, DC decided that his services were no longer needed.
Well, adios, Dan DiDio.
So, yes, now Jim Lee's running things.
Hey.
But, that's the thing is he really running things? Like, what do you think?
I'm kind of curious now that since the Jim Lee is running things, will things be coming out on time?
No, that was never his forte. No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard, I was kind of enthusiastic just because Dan DiDio's not done great by me, and for a long time.
Yeah,
me as a retailer, like it's trying the crazy. Events, rebooting the universe without, really thinking, oh, how's that going to affect, sales for 3 months during the announcement, that kind of thing. He started off as like one of the great innovators, of his time, and now it's there's all the cool stuff that he used to do, and he really hates Nightwing for no reason.
Maybe it's that a new suit.
He got a new suit, or Nightwing got a new suit?
No, maybe he just really wants the disco Nightwing back.
I mean, don't we all?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. Call me old-fashioned. But, I wonder, does Jim Lee necessarily have the chops to do this? Because every other time that we've seen him, in this role, things haven't worked out well for him, and then he gets promoted.
How like life?
Well, I mean, like he had Wildstorm.
Yeah.
It, was kind of going through the 90s business of not doing well. And then DC says, I think we want that. So it's like, yay, great, let's do this. So then he got, put into an editorial position at DC, and he was going to relaunch the whole line with like him and Grant Morrison writing Wildcats and all this crazy stuff. And issue 1 of Wildcats came out, and then nothing else. Right?
Yeah. I don't really know too many people that were clamoring up the walls for more Wildcats, but
there's a select few. I remember Wildcats fondly.
Yeah.
Even before the Alan Moore stuff.
It was just another slate of the 90s image business.
Yeah, but I mean,
just the same kind of guys in different outfits. Like, okay, that's fine.
I mean, I like the X-Men wherever I can get them in, be it Marvel
in whatever form,
Image or DC.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, it's just kind of one of those, like, what's going to happen now? Because like after the Wildstorm thing, they promoted him to like co-publisher out of nowhere.
I got a lot of faith in that Jim Lee.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would have moved him out too, and went on with Jeff Johns.
He is kind of the arch creator of a lot of the stuff that's happened over the last decade or so.
Yeah, and I mean, he's kind of the mover and shaker that was getting things noticed.
That really would have made the most perfect sense, but maybe they have other plans for the Johns.
Yeah, or I mean, maybe they wanted to make sure that Jim Lee couldn't go over to Marvel.
Yeah. But isn't Johns really wrapped up in the DC Universe business?
He's wrapped up in the media side of things, like the TV, movie, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think that excludes him from, doing comic book stuff. Like,
He's still doing Shazam, isn't
he? He's still doing Shazam. He's rumored to be doing JSA whenever that comes out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's got this 3 Jokers that got announced 2 years ago.
All right.
But it just came out that it's confirmed for June 17th.
Okay.
Which apparently they're making sure that nothing will make it slip its due date. It's going to come out on time. Every single issue.
We swear.
They swear. I don't know, what they get to swear against, because I mean, yeah.
We swear on a stack of Action Comics #1.
Yeah,
we swear this is going.
No, it's one of those that the companies will make these guarantees and promises with, to which me the retailer that buys this stuff,
yes,
will at best get a fully returnable option for the stuff, which means whatever I paid for, if it doesn't sell it, I sell back. I can get back to them, which is close to great.
Yeah,
but doesn't make up for all the ins and outs, because I have to pay for it first. Pay for the shipping, and I pay for the shipping for the stuff to get back to the UPS. Yeah. So I'm out that, and then I'm out the time that money was wrapped up in whatever their product was. Instead of buying other things that could have been selling.
Yeah, well, I guess Tom King can't write everything.
Well, if only he could.
What?
But it's one of those where you hear that thrown around, and it seems to appease the mass audience of it's fully returnable, so retailers don't have to worry about a thing. We have to worry about lots.
Yeah.
So like Doomsday Clock, we could have done so many more of those, but it was just late, and so many people gave up on it. Yeah. But
I still haven't finished the Doomsday Clock yet.
Well, it ends with the end.
Does it?
Yep.
Really?
Spoiler alert.
Huh.
Yep. Not really. I'd lie.
I was going to try to do a big block reading of that.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just kind of binge everything, hope for the best.
Yeah, I kind of got caught up in the new Jason Aaron Conan business.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
How are you liking that?
It was probably 4 or 5 issues too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started off really good. The way that they did the story arc was the kind of the life and death of Conan, which is what it's called.
Yeah.
And they lay it out with this great splash page of all the old school Marvel Conan with the classic, Conan intro, of gigantic mirth and gigantic melancholies. And it starts Conan off with him just barely escaping his fate from the Red Witch, which of course curses him as he finishes her off. And a cool thing that they do with it is Jason Aaron just does little pockets of Conan's life throughout the entirety of the run.
Yeah.
And the curse of the Red Witch, the death of Conan, just kind of hangs over him like a specter throughout the entirety of his life, where it just kind of dinks in and out, where he kind of recognizes like, well, probably nothing.
Yeah.
Until it finally catches up with him later on. And some of the vignettes that Jason Aaron does are really great, like the one with Conan and the Pix in the second issue was amazing. And then there are other ones that are just kind of okay.
Yeah, and it
just hangs around way too long.
I think that I'm a little let down just because Weird World set like the Conan standard for Jason Aaron so high.
But that was only 4 issues too.
Yeah.
If they would have narrowed this down to like 5 or 6 issues, I think it would have been fantastic.
I think that's how he works best.
Yeah.
Is the short series.
Yeah. kind of a cool thing that came out of that, though, was the Asad Ribic one-shot, Exodus.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a Marvel nuff said type thing where there's no dialogue throughout the entirety of the issue. And it's Conan making his exodus out of Samaria and into the wider world, which you should be able to order that.
Yeah.
I would think. They're not any on the shelf, but yeah, check out Conan Exodus. It's super cool.
Yeah, so this series I would put just below the Busiek stuff, but I'd put it above the Tim Truman.
Oh, you see, the Tim Truman stuff is my fave.
Is it? Do you,
the King Conan specifically.
So you do the Tim Truman, then the Busiek, then the...
I would say the King Conan Truman. When the Truman and Giorello first got the series after Busiek and Nord, it was really solid. I don't think it quite got to that level, but once they sharpened their knives, so to speak, and they got on the King Conan book, it's the best Conan's ever been in comics. At least it is for me.
Fair enough.
Their Hour of the Dragon run was so good. So good.
Fair enough. I mean, it's like ordering a steak.
Yeah.
From a reputable, steakery.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to get something delicious and great. It's just a matter of to what extent.
I would put Jason Aaron's one probably just either at or right under the Brian Wood run.
Okay.
He did the Baylet Saga for Dark Horse. And then Conan, after his story arc ended, it just kind of was a slow little dip. Fred Van Lent picked up the book, and it was just like mid-tier Marvel Conan. Not that that's bad. It's just it's not spectacular.
Well, if you want to read a good, not great comic book, read something that's Fred Van Lent.
Yeah.
Which I mean is crazy because he wrote the comic book history of comics.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal. He wrote the some of the Marvel Adventure like kids comics in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Those are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like everything else he does is just okay.
Yeah. Everybody has their strong points.
Yeah. But I mean, I was kind of hoping for more from him.
Yeah. But yeah, still. Check out Marvel's Conan. They're definitely stayed true to the source material. Jason Aaron said that he's coming back for King Conan later on. Jim Zub picked up the book, and there again, Jim Zub, good for the most part, but not gonna knock your socks off.
Yeah.
His Conan mini, where you get 3 of the Robert E. Howard properties. You get Dark Agnes, you get Solomon Kane and Conan, and then Moon Knight.
And then Moon Knight.
It's like,
that's weird.
But it's the dialogue's kind of ham-handed. You know pretty much what everybody's going to say before they say it. But the premise...
Crom.
Crom's Ymir's eyes. But the kind of the layout, the art's really solid. And it's kind of a fun bringing together different peoples from, or different eras of the Marvel, we'll say, greater Howard-esque universe. And it's like, hey, we have this common mission that we need to go out and keep Set from ascending to power, which there's a little twist on that towards the end. But it was a fun little book. I didn't really expect to like it as much as I did, but it was pretty cool.
Fair enough.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, as a retailer, when I come across something like that and I see 3 things that are, connected, and then one that is, here's a fan favorite popular character.
Yeah.
I look at that and immediately all the red flags go up, and it looks like it's going to be something that clogs the back issues.
Yeah.
So when I hear that it turned out that it was not bad.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, that's.
I think if you're into the swords and sorcery business,
yeah,
the Moon Knight, it works because of Khonshu, which is kind of how they tied it in with the elder Hyborian gods.
Yeah.
And there again, Marvel trying to
Crom and his buddy Khonshu.
Hey, full moon out tonight. But I mean, we were going to talk about Earth X, but we're going to save that for another one.
Yeah, the next one we're going full Earth X.
But this is just Marvel trying to tie everything together into one grand narrative. Like, hey, everything's interrelated.
Crom and his buddy Khonshu on a routine expedition.
Good.
It's got dumb.
But anyway, 3 Jokers.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 Jokers is coming.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a crazy roundabout. Conan the Joker.
Well, maybe DC will pick up the license once Marvel's done with it.
Well, so fun story about that. There's a rumor running around right now that Marvel is going to buy DC because the whole Dan DiDio thing. They're saying that AT&T doesn't want all of what Warner Brothers has, and Warner Brothers is like, we don't really know about DC. What's all this business? Which I think is bunk. I think it's. Yeah, I think that would be bad for the comic industry as a whole.
Yeah.
Just because you're giving all the power to one company.
Yeah.
And
Disney owns enough things.
Yeah, which, don't get me wrong, make mine Disney, please, with ears on it. However, yeah, of course, mouse ears. But, no, if... the way that it goes, if, Marvel tries one thing and it works, then DC will ape it. But if Marvel tries something and it fails, then DC's, whoa, no, we're not going to go near it. So you have these things and ways that each company will try something new that'll kind of reinvigorate the industry. There you have one try, one fail, and it's done.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. And then there's the fear of distribution. If they just all of a sudden decide to stop distributing comics, that's one, that's the main source of everyone's income. So, yeah.
I don't know how much I'd really enjoy, because it kind of sounds like, oh, cool, we can have all the cool crossovers that we've always wanted to have as kids. It's like, well, I kind of like heroes having their own set little universe.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to cross over, because then you're worried about tying up continuities that go back however many years.
Well, I mean, the last 10 years of Marvel's been great, but I'm kind of tired of the heroes fighting the heroes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them fight bad guys again. Have the bad guys be actual bad guys and not like, oh, they're just slightly conflicted and a little bit of therapy will fix that. Yeah. No, I want evil T bad guy that's twisting his mustache and plotting to destroy the world.
The Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah, and like, even if he's not able to actually destroy the world, I want him to think that his, ink pen full of Kool-Aid is going to like blow up the earth, Like, I want a guy that's just that crazy. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, the heroes are getting a little bit inching more towards the gray. The villains are inching more towards the gray, and they're kind of turning into the same person, really.
Right.
It's all shades of gray now.
It's turning into martial law, and I don't mean that in the overall sense of actual martial law. I mean the Kevin O'Neill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not the Sammo Hung type of martial law.
No, like the guy who looks like a bondage freak that has martial law written across his chest.
Oh,
it's pretty great stuff. Honestly, it needs to be the last superhero film because it's the commentary about everything that's wrong with superheroes without turning it into a weird sex thing like the
We're
boys.
Looking at you, Garth Ennis.
Yeah. You leave the boys out of that. Oh,
back,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, as much as I love Garth's war comics, and his war comics are fantastic. Punisher Platoon, best Punisher story in a long, long time. Man, the sun just doesn't shine in Northern Ireland.
Apparently not.
It's just a little bit darker and a little bit lighter during the day.
But yeah, I don't know who ruined his Saturday morning cartoons and who took his breakfast cereal.
The English.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I understand having problems with the English.
Next time you see Garth Ennis, give him a hug and tell him it's going to be okay.
Yeah, man, superheroes are okay.
And quit being mean to wee Huey, Garth.
Yeah.
He's a nice kid. You let him have his happiness.
What is it with him and just bullying the scrawny kid? Like,
there's one guy in every Garth Ennis story that just gets it so hard.
So, fun story about that. Marvel, before like Iron Man and before all this stuff came out, they decided that they were going to do serious movies and put actual talent with their movies and a novel concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, this is before Iron Man, so like they really hadn't tried something like that before. Yeah. They had signed George Clooney to be classic Nick Fury.
Okay.
Like he was going to have do the eye patch, the gray hair, the blue and white suit, go do actual spy stuff.
Yep.
Like he was in and he was excited about it.
Okay.
Like this is going to redeem me for Batman. Let's do this. So he thinks, I didn't do it last time. I'm going to go read up on this character.
Yeah.
So he goes into his local comic book store and says, hey, what's new in the world of Nick Fury? And Garth Ennis' Nick Fury had just come out.
Yeah.
Where he is beating up on his nephew and making him crap his pants and all sorts of stuff. So George Clooney calls up his agent and says, all right, I just read this thing. I'm out. This is absolutely not happening.
Well, at the end of the day, we did get Sam Jackson.
We got Sam Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but I'm just saying, like, it's the, man, one comic ruined.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the Preacher series.
Neither have I. I don't think I'm old enough.
I don't think anybody's honestly old enough.
Yeah. Back in high school, when I first learned about this place, and you know, and then we moved closer, and then high school was just down the road for me.
Mm-hmm.
Once every 2 weeks, I would come in here and pick up a Preacher book, and I'd talk to the guy who was working here at the time, and made sure that us kids weren't doing anything untoward, and that I was definitely mature enough for the book, all that,
Mm-hmm.
So I remember being the right age for that. Like, I'm not sure I could go back and read it now.
There are some parts of Preacher that I still really enjoy, like issue 50 when he goes to the Vietnam Memorial and hooks up with his dad's old war buddy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a really great little single issue, and he has the lighter.
Yeah.
That's like, man, Garth Ennis just does war stuff great.
Yes.
And then the other stuff, I just gotta laugh at it. It's like, this is just ridiculous, man.
Some of that stuff I just find so sophomoric now. Although the lighter is still one of my,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great moment.
Alvy from up here gave me that for Christmas one year.
That's a good buddy, right?
Yeah, which when my dad saw that, he was like, I agree with the sentiment, but why do you have a lighter that says that?
Dad,
And it's have you seen America?
it's what I salute every morning.
Yeah. So, Google it if you want to see. We try to stay as family friendly as we can.
Yes.
Within the parameters of everything.
Of course.
Yeah. So, man, we get on weird tangents.
Yeah.
So there's the Marvel buying DC rumor. More amalgam. I guess they're going to finish that Dark Claw finally.
That's right. I've been waiting since
Yeah.
the 6th grade.
Get Larry Hama and Jim Ballant back. They're going to look at him and think, I don't want to do this.
Jim, I get to do respectable books again.
I mean, some people respect it. Never mind.
No more of this tarot stuff for me. Don't look up tarot.
Don't look up tarot.
Don't do it.
We're not old enough for that.
No. The kid or the parents would call you. It's like, what are you telling my children?
Yep.
You
Nope.
said don't.
Yeah. Do not. Yeah.
But speaking of the movie films, new Black Widow trailer dropped.
Black Widow trailer dropped today, which we're early to mid-March.
Yeah.
It seems a little, I don't know, early to be dropping the last trailer for a thing. Because, usually they're just like salad shooting out movies. Or trailers, the weeks leading up to the movies. So it's like, the first 10 seconds.
Oh, this has kind of been part and parcel of the way they've handled Black Widow in general, though.
Yeah, she has not had her fair shake of things.
No, I think the best take that they've had of her in the MCU has been the second Cap movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, give me some more of this Black Widow business.
Yeah, where she's interesting. She's a driven character. She has purpose. She's not some sort of love interest. She's, like she and Hawkeye have just been wasted.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner, who's, I still maintain, not a bad actor. The Town was a great film. There's just certain things that he can't do. Like,
emote.
Yes. Well, he can brood. and he can be sullen.
Yeah.
But he's just not a happy-go-lucky type of guy.
No, he looks like someone just stole his baseball.
Yeah.
And he's just staring down the bully down the street, just the...
And everything.
And everything, like, just, okay, next time you see the Avengers trailer where he takes off his Ronin mask and he's looking back, just imagine that Natasha finally found the bully that stole his baseball.
Yeah.
That's the look on his face. it just, yeah.
Hawkeye is just such a snarky...
Oh, yeah.
Weisenheimer.
Well, because the whole idea for him is that he would go up to Thor and tell Thor that he's doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he knows Thor can cream him.
Yeah.
But he knows he's not going to. So he does it anyway.
Yeah, well, or he doesn't even care. Like, no, it's worth telling you this because you're that bad at it. Yeah, look up some of the Hawkeye versus Count Nefaria business.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But the guy that got to do Hawkeye on Avengers Assemble is like, yes, that's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Right there. That's perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Absolutely. Which, I want to say that was Kyle Yost.
Yeah.
So it's the writing team, Craig Kyle and Kyle Yost. Mm-hmm. Or Christopher Yost, I think it is. He does a whole bunch of movie stuff with, like, Jon Favreau now.
Okay.
But
please give Jon Favreau Star Wars.
Well, yeah. That's a whole nother...
That's a whole nother...
We'll get to that next.
Yeah.
But, no, they wrote the Thor movies. They've worked on, like, Spectacular Spider-Man. They did Gargoyles. They did, like, just
Spectacular
X-Men Evolution. They created X-23. So yeah,
good guys.
Yeah. So seeing them attached, you'd think.
Yeah. Just thinking about Black Widow, like, okay, what Black Widow comics did I really like? And the one that kind of stands out is the Nate Edmondson Phil Noto book.
That one's really good.
The covers to that series are just incredible good.
Yeah.
It's some of my favorite Phil Noto stuff.
That and the old Marvel premiere miniseries where we first get to explore any kind of history with Black Widow without it like, oh yeah, there's my ex-husband, the Russian Captain America. Like it's the, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected a little more from the Mark Waid, Chris Samney.
So did I. Just because the Mark Waid, Chris Samney Daredevil was so good.
Yeah.
And it was so not.
It looked like they were going to try to put it into Immortal Iron Fist territory. Like, all right, let's go. I like that business. And it was just okay.
Yeah, guys, it's not hard to make a action spy comic book.
Yeah, spy espionage.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Look, there's people punching and kicking things and things go splody.
Yes.
The end.
Political intrigue, spying, double crossing, all the fun business that goes into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And as much as we finally get to have a Black Widow movie, which should have happened a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I would have preferred to have Black Widow as a TV show, and we can start out with Natasha going into the Red Room, the history of the Red Room, the Cold War politics that lead up to her defecting. That would have been really fantastic.
Or just seeing little vignettes of her being the super spy.
Yeah.
Like there she is putting on all the makeup to look super ugly and then having to change out and look super gorgeous and then having to, yeah. It's such an easy, cinematic thing to do.
You can find out what happened in Budapest.
Yeah. Probably not a lot.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It'd probably blow it out of proportion.
I hope that someone got their sandwich order wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. You compare this to Budapest? Yeah.
Does anybody know how to make a Cuban? Yeah. Anybody?
Not in Budapest.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Cuba, however.
Yeah. Well, they better.
Yeah. This got stupid. So, talking about other movies and trailers and stuff.
Yes.
They're moving movies around and cons even because of this coronavirus.
Turns out not just a hangover.
Yeah. So, they're saying that Godzilla is in trouble now because they moved James Bond to the week before or the week after.
Oh, man. I've been wanting that Godzilla franchise to do good.
Oh, me too.
King of the Monsters got so unfairly slagged.
Oh, I know.
It was so fun.
Yes.
It was like in the big IMAX blowed out your backside theater. It was like, this is what I wanted.
Oh yeah, yeah. If anyone gets the chance for this next Godzilla movie, go to the D box or whatever it's called at your Warren theater.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, 4DX or whatever.
The 40X.
40X.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah,
with the rumble chairs.
Yeah, the rumble chairs. That it's like you're on a roller coaster of Godzilla for.
Probably the coolest thing from that is that when Mothra appears, it has like a scent of flowers. Like, oh, hey, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not all monsters smell terrible.
Not all of them, but most of them do.
I appreciated that, like when they were in the Arctic, it got colder and, desert, there was that wave of heat.
Yes. All the little nods to the original Godzilla were in there with the oxygen destroyer and Castle Bravo and all that fun business. It's like, oh, hey, they did see the old one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They took the right notes, and personally, I think that they did the right thing to try to minimize the human plot. Like, it's not the most egregious of human plots, but it is pretty weak.
It's really kind of difficult to recreate the original Godzilla because that was born out of the post-war, post-nuclear fears of Japan.
Right.
So to get that same gravitas for a Godzilla movie in 2019 it'll be a little bit more difficult to do.
It was easier for the folks that did Cloverfield because everything was still so raw with New York.
With New York, yeah.
But yeah, like this is a completely different thing, and I think that they're doing the smarter thing with just trying to make it general monsters without any kind of overtones.
Yeah.
I think that if they were really smart, that they would do a Godzilla King Kong 30 for 30. Mm-hmm. Lead it up like it's an actual fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what they did for Rocky IV.
Yes.
Which was so fun.
That is, yeah.
So fun.
But yeah, just have someone like, oh man, back in the day, Kong had nothing on Godzilla, but man, now Godzilla's got the reach, got the breath, got the fangs.
The super atomic fire blast thing. And by the way, all those people are dead.
Yeah.
No, they're gone.
Yes.
But man, they made Ghidorah look so cool.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite part of the movie. Like Ghidorah doing like the alpha flex on top of the mountain in Mexico. Like, yeah.
Well,
let's go.
Since the necks were all CGI'd and not attached to different wires, it could,
do a little serpentine swipes.
Yeah, and he didn't have to walk upright like, some guys got a head on this hand, a head on this hand, and a head hat on this. And let's hope for the best, guys. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, the technology finally caught up.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
I mean, not to say that there hadn't been other CGI stuff, but everyone was just trying to say, well, no, he didn't move like that.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do?
Go see Godzilla vs. King Kong. The battle of the century.
Yeah, and I think they pushed it back to like November.
Yeah. Probably be the same time we get Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder Part 3.
So which one's Kong and which one's Godzilla?
Man. Well, since Deontay Wilder is from America, I would say King Kong.
Okay.
Since Tyson Fury is technically the foreign horde, I would give him Godzilla.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
All right. Well,
because King Kong is prototypically American.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how I would play that.
Technically, he'd be an immigrant. Well, he's from Skull Island.
But it was made in America.
Yeah.
It was produced.
Oh, this got so dumb.
So 3 Jokers.
Yep. So yeah. So Dan DiDio's out. No,
he's out.
Yeah.
What?
Not like that. So coming up this weekend, we have superhero school.
Oh boy,
we're doing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
we have the old Groot suit getting refurbished.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we have Justin and Bomani here slaving away right now.
Just off camera.
Yeah, just off camera. Bomani looks like he's
dying.
Dying.
Yes.
He's asleep on his feet. And Justin doesn't care at all.
As a matter of fact, it looks like he's taking even longer.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite superhero schools that we've done.
Yeah.
Because we did it probably a year before the movie got announced.
Yeah.
And I knew that the movie was going to be a huge hit just because all the kids were obsessed with Rocket and Groot.
Yeah.
And I was like, that means that we did it right.
Mm-hmm. That was, and for the MCU, because we're still kind of on shaky territory. We're like, okay, it's doing good. They're putting out movies. They're taking it seriously. And when Guardians just hit a home run, it's like, oh, this is something.
Yeah.
Okay, MCU, let's go.
See, I thought it was hilarious that people thought that Guardians had any kind of chance of failing. Whereas me, the fan,
yes,
from the get-go. Yeah. I got to be that guy I got to be super hipster about it.
I knew it before it was cool.
I liked it before it was cool.
Well, actually, yes, the Rocket and Groot were always cool. They were always with it.
Oh, no, they were not. I'll point you to the Howling Commando series where Groot joins S.H.I.E.L.D. He could talk like we're talking.
Oh,
back then, yeah.
Oh, so he jumped at the shark, you said?
I don't know. Groot, the I Am Groot business didn't start until the Abnett Landing run.
Oh,
yeah, like he could talk normal.
Oh,
yeah, he was from Planet X. He was a king.
Now, was it shaped like an X?
Not like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not Looney Tunes style.
No.
Duck Dodgers.
But yeah, no, we have we've got a phenomenal cast coming up for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're trying some new we're trying new things with old stuff this go around.
Any newer characters that weren't in the last one?
If we can pull things off,
yes.
then yes. We might see some upgraded characters too.
Okay.
Like we should have a new Agent Venom popping by.
Nice.
Yeah. If Groot fails, then you'll see a brand new, smaller Groot.
Bomani's looking very sad right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he looks too sad, then we'll definitely go with, since he'd be not with us anymore.
Indeed.
Yeah. Man.
But there will be an Adam Warlock.
There should be an
Adam Warlock.
Yeah. So
I'm a golden guy.
For the first time in superhero school history, we should have an Adam Warlock.
Excellent.
Yes. The David Bowie space wizard. I've always thought of him as being like long-haired David Bowie.
Yeah. He is officially Major Tom.
Yeah, he's just, he's super glammed out, like he's ready to, take on anyone who's challenging him and just be cooler than them.
That's right.
Without even trying.
He is ready for a show at the Whiskey any night of the week.
Whiskey. Anyway, man, I think that covers most of the various topics.
All the crazy happenings.
All the crazy happenings. I figured that we can have this be our filler episode to make sure that the Earth X one is the biggest and bestiest one.
That's so much time.
It might be a two-parter.
It might be.
But yeah, Earth X is absolutely, positively the best Marvel story they've ever printed. Check it out. And in a week and a half, you should know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll take you that long to read it.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Read all the texts.
Yeah, but all the love to Mr. Alex Ross.
Yes.
For the ridiculous amount of time and research that went into putting that freaking thing together.
My God.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the various bits and bobs of the Marvel universe
it just
put together for a linear story.
It makes rational sense of like why did Magneto call his horde of mutants the evil mutants?
The evil mutants.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm with you. Great.
He made the Celestials and the Eternals matter.
Yeah.
Hey, good job, man.
So
excellent. Which, man, I like the premise for the whole Deviants Eternals business. This is Kirby going biblical with
Yes.
it. And it's really cool, but from what I understand, the writing is not his best.
No,
No?
it is not.
Oh,
Stay away from the Kirby Eternals.
well, you can't hit a home run.
Can't win them all. Yeah.
No. But it is definitely a love letter to one Jack Kirby.
Yes. All right. And with that, we will see you all next episode, Earth X or nothing. So hopefully we do Earth X, or otherwise we'll be like, hey, this one's about nothing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Adios, everybody.